This is Ian Nethercott, the famous host of the original Auto Hub show. This is our new one-on-one interview show for 2024. We're going to be adding more episodes in 2025. This may be the first one, depending on when I get to edit it. And lastly, we're going to be adding a new fixed ops show going live in 2025, which will be a weekly show if you're in the fixed ops side of automotive. But what I'd like to do on the recorded one-on-one shows is interview people that maybe not be in the car business. They might be in the car business. They might have an interest in cars. They might just be people that are interesting and dynamic. And I have one of those today. His name is Sagar Jain, I believe. Did I get it right? I hope so.
Yeah, you did.
Not a problem. So Sagar, I mean, obviously, when I interview people on this show, I really want to ask them about how did they get where they are now, why they do what they do, and more importantly, get me a little more information and my viewers and listeners a little bit more information about sort of what that means to them. So go ahead and tell us your story in short format. Go ahead.
Sure, of course. Thanks, Ian. So, to answer your first question, how did I get to where I am? So, I have started my career with web development, and I've developed more than 150 websites. I guess I was always good in logical reasoning, other than coding. So, in that, the process would look like I used to do the sales job from the beginning itself, and I had started my own startup company, which was in two divisions of businesses. One was in IT solutions, and the other one was in developing customized chatbots for different businesses. So from there, we used to find leads, do some prospecting, sales process, and all. And I hired some sales interns, HR interns, marketing interns, developers, and all of that for every execution of the operation in my startup. And so yeah, we grew slow and steady, but we could grow our startup from scratch without any working capital. And we at the end of the first year, we were able to secure, I guess, 5 to 6 clients, and it grew from there. So that was my first step in my career. Then I decided that I want to pivot into AI, and that's why I came over here in the States for doing my master's in information system and getting my expertise in AI-based projects. So far, I have worked on 3 to 4 data analytics and marketing analytics projects for different companies. Apart from that, when once I graduated last year, I have been working in the IT consulting side for the last 1.5 years. And in that, I'm involved with more than 15 startup companies, and working with different startup companies on helping them with pre-product marketing, post-product marketing projects, MVP and prototype development projects, and also helping them with fundraising by connecting them with investors at the same time, but also helping them with their marketing, digital marketing like GTM, go-to-market strategies, and focusing on their target audiences. So this is the overall summary of what I have done in the past and doing in right now.
So you work a lot with startups in the technology side of the business or technology space, or like what would be like the range of companies that you would be looking for? Like small companies, startup, mid-size, like what who do you talk to in that area? Like what interests you?
So I So my target audience is mainly startup companies to SMBs, small to medium sized enterprises. When it comes to IT solutions and staffing augmentation solutions from our company specifically. But when we are talking about NetSuite or Oracle Fusion technology implementation and support, it mostly consists of the Fortune 500 companies or the big enterprises, because they are the only ones who have larger resources or larger number of employees to manage. So when it comes to ERP solutions, it is only for larger organizations which is used for managing their resources. It can be production, purchase, accounting, marketing, anything like that.
So what
So yeah,
so what
that we are
go ahead.
So yeah, we specialize in all of that. Yeah.
So when you're looking at AI technology, you're looking at, say, a small to medium-sized business in the US market, that's obviously probably what, 5,000 employees and larger. If you're Canadian listening to the show, that's obviously a large business in Canada, so that would be not considered a medium size. And small in Canada, very small. Small in the US are more mid-size in the Canadian side. But if you're looking at these businesses and you're saying, okay, I've got 5,000 employees, I've got $100 million in revenue or whatever that number is, and you're talking about, say, marketing and sales and AI and operations, where do you see yourself adding value, or where do they see you adding value to their business as we roll into 2025?
So when we are talking about the large enterprises and the so the value addition part is where they actually have a requirement or they have a pain point of something, you know. So suppose they already have a ERP solution in their place, and they are suppose then they are getting acquired by another company, or they are changing some pricing model in their products, or suppose they are adding new products in their business line. So that is something which is required on the SAP or ERP side, and that is only that can only be done by a licensed like developer or licensed implementation partner by SAP or Oracle. So that so we are one of them. First of all, we have been awarded by Times and SAP by for the number one Asia's number one company for SAP and Oracle implementation. So we have a great expertise and experience for the last 25 years and more. So we are able to do any kind of we are able to meet any kind of challenges which comes to our place. These were some of the examples which I told before this. What can be the problems and pain points for different manufacturing or any kind of a construction company, because they are the target audience for ERP solutions mostly. So we solve that for them. And of course, if they have any other challenges or bigger challenges, we can also accommodate that.
So what would be an example of sort of how you've been able to get results for some of the companies you work with, and sort of, what were they able to get out of it, and why did it make sense for them to work with you versus, say, another company?
So there are many variables or many factors that companies like our clients or customers choose their vendors accordingly. Uh, so most of the customers which has chosen us as their vendor for implementation or partner or support partner, any of that in the SAP or ERP side,
Yeah.
is mostly because of our success stories, our track record, our expertise, our professionalism. Then, of course, because we also make them very comfortable throughout the whole sales process till the deal has been closed and after the deal as well. So that's why. And so we have a zero customer churn rate as well, if that helps. So that is because of all of this. So we have taken into consideration all of these factors and what is needed to be done in this industry, which is, of course, the service industry. It doesn't matter how good of your solution is. Of course, that is the first thing to be there. But apart from that, you have to be really good at your hospitality, or you have to be uh, understanding your customer's pain point really well. Then only you can grow in your business. So we are able to follow all that rules, guidelines.
So let's say I
That's
have a
why
company
we
and
are
they
able to do that.
let's say I have a company and they're a fit in the revenue model side. They engage you. They wanted to, say, I don't know, reduce headcount or increase results. And maybe they're in the a service business, whether it be automotive or real estate or hospitality or something to do with that. What would the process look like for them to, say, get started with you, where you could do a needs analysis and see if there's a fit? And more importantly, what could they expect in, say, that first 6 months working with you? Like, what is that? What contracts do you generally structure? How does that work?
So, if I'm not wrong, you are asking me if there is a problem with there is a pain point for a company that they want to reduce the headcounts,
Yeah,
like they want to
yeah,
reduce the labor and
yep,
they want to automate the process. So, how are we going to eliminate that problem, and how are we going to provide the solution, and
yep,
how does the 6 month process look like, right?
yep, correct.
Okay. So, to answer that question, what we'll be doing is the first step. For the few first steps will be that we'll be drafting a BRD, that's called a business requirement document, getting to know the customer and the requirements and where is the pain point and understand the whole process. So we'll have the process map and we'll be having a business analyst or to work on that to redefine the whole process and where the automation is needed and where is the manual work needed. Um, and if suppose there can be some situations where one or two manual works cannot be eliminated because of the quality
Right,
of the production, maybe because of some FDA rules or maybe some other
right,
government rules and regulations. So we'll be studying that, and according to that, we'll be giving our analysis. This is the part of the process where we can automate it, and this is the part we cannot, you know. And
right.
if the whole thing can be automated, we'll give the solution to that based on the solutions we have, and then we'll be creating a contract based on that. It can be a contract based on the different variables attached to that project, the timeline, and the complexity of the project, and the risk involved into execution of that as well. So taking in consideration on all of this, we may give a time and material based proposal or other fixed cost proposals as well. So that depends on project to project, but this is the thorough process looks like from the starting to the end of the closing of the deal for this kind of.
So what generally on your contract point of view, do you generally engage in say a 6 month project, or is it more shorter term, 3 months, or is it more annual contracts? Like what has been your experience? Like what is sort of the sweet spot of your clients and you? Like how do you like to work?
So currently we are working mostly on 3 month contracts or sometimes 1 month contract as well, depending on the situation of the customer, situation of the product, marketing, and all of that. So mostly I'm working on the MVP and marketing projects. So every business is at a different stage.
Yeah,
So we have to analyze that. We need to take into consideration all the points of uh, the customer's business, and then only we can suggest the right solution to be implemented at the time. Suppose if the business is now releasing their product and now they require marketing, then we'll be having marketing contract in place for them for however the timeline has been proposed by the marketing team, and it can be from 1 month to 3 months, depending on the customer's capability to honor that contract. And then it can be the other projects like MVP development projects or SAP implementation. So these kind of projects lie between 1 to 3 months timeline as well. So yeah, we'll be working according to that. And if something changes in from the customer side, so they can give us a notice of
fantastic. So how does
from
someone
the
reach out to
contract
you?
for.
How does someone reach out to you? How do you get started? What's the process in terms of needs analysis to contract? Like how does that work? If someone say wanted help with AI to streamline operations, or they wanted help with marketing, or they wanted just maybe some thoughts on how they could improve their business, like how does that work? How would they get started working with you?
So, if someone wants to start working with me, and they have any kind of requirement in the site, they can definitely contact me directly on my work email, and they can also call my cell phone number, or also they can meet me in person if they are in New York
No
at
problem.
my
And there
office.
will be details below in the description on how to reach out to Sagar. And of course, if you are looking into 2025 to supercharge your business, improve the marketing, reduce headcount, look at ways to use AI technology to streamline operations and improve results, Sagar and his team can definitely help you with those things. Not only that, he has a truly international point of view, being that he moved to the United States, but it's not from here originally. So he has some world viewpoints that are definitely not common as common in North America as you might see in other companies. But not only that, he's looking for clients who want to do those things. Well, I appreciate you, Sagar, taking the time to share more details on what you do. And again, as I said, there will be more details below where you can reach out to Sagar. And of course, make sure you're mentioning the Auto Hub show. And have yourself a great 2025 if I don't see you before NADA in New Orleans. And thanks for taking the time, Sagar. I really appreciate it. I know you can add a lot of value to these businesses and help them do things that maybe they don't know how to do or can't do efficiently in 2025.